So in this video, you're going to learn about points and strategies of how to get money to buy real estate and go from potentially no longer being in poverty, some of you, not really having any money, to actually having the cash to become wealthy. You know, your credit and your ability to borrow is not a fixed thing. It can change over time. As I've talked about in other videos, you want to learn how you can get yourself in a position to be able to get money to buy real estate. We're going to talk about what money's available right now, and we're going to get into it. So here we go. Be sure to watch to the end because there's a lot of different things we're going to cover here about money, and you cannot buy real estate without money, okay? Even if it's other people's money, you need to learn how to get that and what to do with it. We're going to go over the process to get money. Super important. So make sure you watch that and get a pen and paper and write it down. It's going to help you a lot. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you specific sources of how to get money and where to get it from that's inexpensive. And in this video, I'm going to show you that even if you had poor credit, no credit, bankruptcy, you could still get money to buy real estate and how to do it and where to get it. This is a bottle of water. This bottle of water at any 7-Eleven or gas station will cost you anywhere from $1 to $2 a bottle, correct? Money is the same way. Money is sold. It's a commodity. And the sale of money, the fee for it, instead of paying $1, is you pay points. Points are a percentage of the money you borrow. Some banks with good credit may offer you no points. Others may offer you multiple points depending on who and what place you're borrowing the money from. That could be anywhere from a Chase Manhattan Bank and a Wells Fargo and a B of A to something like a private money lender who you personally know, to a private money bank or brokerage that lends out money from other investors in order to give you the cash that you need in order to be a successful real estate investor. And then there's private money investors who pool money from other investors and lend it to people like you and me so that we can have the money we need to invest in our real estate. I use private money lenders all the time. I use institutional investors, and I also use private people that I know that may lend money on a deal. What I don't do is I don't syndicate. I don't take other investors and bring them in and buy into properties. What I buy is mostly my own stuff. It's just my preference. But many of the people that you see who buy bigger deals are syndicators. So they'll pull money from investors just like you. I've invested in syndicated deals as well. So to get money on real estate, the first step is to put together all of your financial information. That includes 12 months bank statements, your tax returns, get a copy of your credit report. Usually the bank will pull it for you, and then sit down with them and see what you qualify for and what your ability is in terms of borrowing. How much cash do you have in the bank? What are your assets? All of these things are all part of the process. You don't do this on your own. You go to somebody who's a licensed lender, whether it's a bank or a mortgage broker, and they will help you put this information together, and they'll give you a window of opportunity in terms of what you can borrow. If you look out that window, you're going to see private money, you're going to see institutional money, you're going to see all these different places where you can get money, right? A buffet of options. Those options are going to change as your income goes up, as your credit gets better, and depending on the property you're going to buy and the quality of the property you're going to buy. For example, your ability to get money on a single family home, you can get more money than, say, a 10-unit building, right? So it depends on the asset of what you're going to be able to borrow. At the end of the day, for you to get money to buy real estate, you have to put all the stuff together to borrow from institutional lenders. So let's just go through the bullet points of how to get money to buy real estate. One is you can make it. You could save it. This is commonly done with a lot of people. They make a little extra money. They have a little side business. They bring in additional cash. They put that cash away to invest in property. A second way is to borrow out of your 401k for an owner-occupied property. You could borrow out of your 401k up to a certain amount, talk to your mortgage broker or your tax accountant as to how much you can borrow legally out of your 401k without any penalty in order to buy an owner-occupied home. Another way to get money is friends and family. I've seen a lot of people who have invested or pooled money together in order to buy properties. So that is another way to get money, is to pool people together. And perhaps you talk to your title officer about taking title as tenants in common. You each have a piece depending upon how much money you put into the deal. That's a little longer conversation. We're not going to go into this video, but there is the option of everybody owning a piece of the property on a certain percentage. Another way to get money to invest in real estate and buy real estate is to go ahead and borrow money on a line of credit on a house that you already own. Line of credit, or home equity line of credit, sometimes called a HELOC, H-E-L-O-C for short, is an ability to borrow money from equity that you have in your house in order to buy another house or a small property or invest in multifamily. When you borrow money from people, they're going to want to know what they're buying, what they're investing in, because they're basically partnering with you in the property, right? So they're going to want to know about your experience. They're going to want to know about what's your plan for the property. Are you buying the property, you planning to fix it up? Or are you planning to sell? Or are you planning to fix it up and rent it and hold it for a long period of time? What is your intention? And they will ask you, even on multifamily, they will ask you, are you planning on remodeling this property? Are you planning on holding it? Are you planning on selling it? They want a general idea of what your intention is. So if I was buying a house that I was going to fix up and sell, then I would tell them I'm buying this house to fix up and sell. So maybe I would get a shorter term loan for that. If I'm buying a house that I'm going to live in, they're going to ask me, is this going to be owner occupied or non-owner occupied? Every single application for a loan is going to ask you, are you going to live in it or you're not going to live in it? That may change the cost and pricing of the money you borrow. You're going to pay an interest rate, which is the fee. You're going to pay points, which we talked about. Just like the bottle of water, there's a cost. But depending on what you're using the money for and what your intention is, may also change the cost, as well as location of the property and what your intention is to do with the property. Everybody who buys real estate, for the most part, borrows money, with few exceptions. Some people will pay all cash, but most people will get a real estate loan. This is called other people's money. Other people are people who are investing in real estate who want an income stream for the profit of their business or for their family expenses. So a private money lender may lend money to someone to buy a property, and they'll expect payments every month in order to help them with their investment and to pay their bills, right? So when you get the rents from the property, your obligation is to pay those mortgages back and to make those payments. And while you're making those payments, be sure that you remember one thing. OPM means other people's money, but eventually the OP are going to want their M back, okay? The other people are going to want their money back. So make sure when you borrow money, you have enough money to pay it back, and you have an exit plan with the property to either hold it long term and then sell it, or keep it long term and keep a low debt on it, or fix it up and sell it. Always have a plan on what you're doing, work your plan, and make sure you make your payments. I'm Paul McGuire, and I'm here to help you learn how to earn money in real estate and how to increase your wealth and your financial freedom. So on my next video, I'm going to talk about things like what you want to invest in and why you want to invest in it in order for you to build your wealth.